So there can be troubles. As you can see, let's say Ukla. Oh no, it's actually okay. So I don't know why it's working so slow. What's the reason for it? Can you start live already? Yes. Good for you. Here we go. And here. So, how is everybody doing? How was this amazing episode? This was an incredible episode. They started very strong season 3 and they're starting again with the music, weird music sound. Let me see. Chat box. Switch off. Hello everybody, hello everyone. This episode blew my mind. By the way, I'm very happy that we have first of all a lot of interesting confirmations about our theories. Man in Yellow being Sophia. I'm glad they didn't drag this on way too much. And they could have probably dragged this for maybe one more episode or two more episodes if they would have been dragging this for like the whole season, and this would be the big reveal. I probably think that everybody would already know that this is her, and as we have seen, a lot of people, including me, kind of guessed during the trailer. Even though I gotta be honest with you, when I was thinking that that Sophia is actually going to be the Man in Yellow, I couldn't imagine how she actually gets in the car with the pastor. Like this simple thought that she's going to just, be like a hiker, and she's just going to, please, I'm lost, pick me up here. So, yeah, like I just didn't think about this. So yeah, this was crazy. That was amazing. Now, I hope everybody has seen my review. So this live stream is basically talking about everything and everything. Now, first of all, kudos to everybody who is doing the editing here for this TV show. Like they picked all of the necessary moments required for season 4, for better understanding of season 4. This is like I was thinking about doing a recap of the first 3 seasons. No need. This is the recap of the first 3 seasons. Now, I actually missed a couple of moments already in my review, so I'm going to discuss them here. And actually, yeah, like some of my subscribers already pointed it out that I spent a lot of time on the license plate and I didn't even notice that this is Eloise's. It's written Eloise there. So let me just dive into the chat. Let me see what's going on. Of course, Scarecrow Dieter is the first here. Happy to see you, man. Happy to see you here. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, let's like. We are 39 people. We are right now in the From era. Okay, so we need more people in live today. We need to have a very active chat. Usually we have here like 30, 40, 50 people. So today I'm expecting more, but without your help, it's probably not going to be possible unless you're going to hit that like button. And this way, this live will be, it will expand its reach and we'll get to more people. So who else we have here? We have Janine here. She made it, which is awesome. I'm so happy to see you here. PM Philosophy. Hi, episode 1 was amazing. Man in Yellow never existed. It has always been a Lovecraftian entity, not a mortal man. Now, I kind of feel that I agree with you. Like maybe there is still a possibility in my mind for a Man in Yellow to be in a very, distant past, like a human being that turned into this creature. But then again, once again, thinking logically, if he was a human being at some point, then something needs to turn him into a monster. Now, this something then would be a big bad. Like you cannot explain somebody transforming from one person to another without any mysterious mystical powers. So whatever this mystical power is, if it's not the Man in Yellow, it's supposed to be the big bad. And now we kind of already know that the Man in Yellow, he is the big bad, so he is the main antagonist of this story. So Probably not, but I'm not exactly sure that he's Lovecraftian per se, maybe inspired by Lovecraft, which would be interesting, and we had some references to Lovecraft. Everybody was talking about the Man in Yellow, the King in Yellow, the whole Carcosa. Once again, I'm 100% convinced it's not going to be something like this, like you need to read Lovecraft in order to understand our TV show. It's not gonna happen. It's not, nobody is gonna allow them to do something like this. It's just you need to put a disclaimer in the end of the TV show. If you didn't understand anything, go and read H.P. Lovecraft. Probably not. Let's all agree on that. It's not really logical, but it's definitely can be inspired. I've seen inspiration from African mythology with Ashanti Akan people and the whole what's his name? Forgot his name. Wow. The god of the story, the spider god. I'm having a blackout. Anyway, I will remember later. So who else we have here? Locria Perdio. Hi everyone. Hi to you. Lala. Hi Raipetian. Crazy one. Hello from Rio, Brazil. Hello Rio, Brazil. Anna. Hello to you. Hello from Armenia. We are neighbors right now. I am in Georgia. Unexpected ending, by the way. Totally surprised at the end. I can't say I was surprised. You have seen, I have actually a video that it's basically, this is the video. So I can't say I was, sorry. So I have a video. The designer made me such a giga chat here. Look at me. I'm like, I think I'm getting ready to do some drifts with what's his name? What is going on with me today? I'm forgetting people's names. Vin Diesel. Yeah, I have a video that it's called The Same Person, which was released 11 days ago. So I cannot say I was surprised by the Man in Yellow being Sophia. The trailer is basically episode 1, amazing episode. There are some moments that we haven't seen yet, like Acosta with her hoodie doing something with the ambulance car. So there are some moments, but I love that they're putting most of the things in episode 1. Because I want to get as many surprises as possible. I know right now that some people already got to see the first episodes and they probably have their reviews prepared. So this is just something, I don't want to sound like I'm bitter about not getting the episodes or something like this, which, working today from 9 a.m. till 11 p.m. almost without a break can make me a little bitter, but this is just a genuine advice and I do this myself. If somebody releases the review like way too fast, like the first 20 minutes, half an hour, there is a very good chance that this person, this blogger, whoever they are, is probably has like the first 4 episodes, the first 5 episodes. Now, it doesn't mean that their review is bad. It can be very good, and most likely they got, the episodes before the time because they are very good. But also be aware, because sometimes it can be like somebody doing a review of episode 1 and they're like, I wonder what's gonna happen with this guy. I think he's gonna go left, right, and then jump. And you're like, dude, you got the first 4 episodes, so either you're pretending or and you try to look smarter, like you can guess things. So not the best strategy. So right now my goal is to avoid spoilers as much as possible. Only official synopsis, official images. I don't really care about this because in my mind they have they have a plan. I hope so. They have a plan that some of the moments are not going to be released. Like the moment with Sophia going crazy with her crazy face, it was in one of the first teasers. So they didn't want to. It's not like it's a big reveal of the end of the season. So it kind of already implied that something wrong with Sophia. It didn't give you like 100% answer that Sophia is the Man in Yellow. But then again, they probably not going to release some material that's going to reveal some kind of a big spoiler. So I'm just sticking to the official. I'm avoiding Reddit completely. I'm trying to avoid social media as much as possible. I cannot do it for 100%. I do have my Discord. I do have my Telegram channel. But yeah, exactly what I'm saying. So I need to make a pause because I have here a donation with a super chat, $20. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. I'm guessing that the man in yellow or the monster didn't partake in the massacre, but he did orchestrate it, because Sophia told the pastor the next part is where they tear each other apart. I think they did it on their own. No, it's kind of hard to imagine this. Agree with me? Like, think if Victor's memories here can be reliable. And we kind of have seen them twice already. So we've seen the bodies are completely torn apart, like ripped from the inside. It's so to do something like this just as a human being. You need to have like really super strength, like the man in yellow or the Frombies, something like this. But I do think that before the massacre, like something bad is gonna happen. Now think about this, like the Civil War soldier, when he was shooting Jade in season 1, he had a scar, like a burn on his face. So, and we have an image that Victor made of a burning building. So, and we see already Sophia / Man in Yellow. She's like, oh, I'm gonna read you John and whatever and Ezekiel, and I'm gonna read you all of this. And she's like so shy. And nobody, by the way, bats an eye that she believes right away, like, to this really, crazy story that you're not supposed to go outside and there are talismans that are protecting you from the dark creatures of the night. And Sophia's like, oh, okay, dark creatures, I believe you, Kenny, let's go pray together. I mean, like, how oblivious can you be to this situation? It's like somebody's going to you in the street and telling you, you won $1 million. And unless this guy looks like Mr. Beast, you're probably gonna be like, what is the catch? And everybody we have seen through 3 seasons, everybody who comes to this town, they pretty much right away are very skeptical about this place being tormented by monsters. So, like, why they believed her so fast? No idea. It's kind of bugging me. I hope it's gonna be addressed in the future episodes. Maybe Kenny was impressed by her spirit. Like, she's so kind. She has her father in coma, and he's like, look at him here. Like, in this moment, let me find this. No, this is not it. Yeah, like, look at his face. Look the way he looks at her. He's a bit surprised. Rest your hand upon the shoulders of these people. This is where he opens his eyes, like and please rest your hand upon the shoulders of these people trapped here in this place who have taken us in. And he's like really surprised by her soul and her kindness, that she's in this horrible moment, she's still praying for people that can help her here in this location. Which, once again, Kenny, were you born yesterday? There is something wrong with this girl. Open your eyes, please, because, I mean, after like 3 seasons, this place was torturing you like there's no tomorrow. You believe that somebody is that kind and believes right away that there are monsters here? Like, I don't know. Something here is not working for me in this moment. Like, not working... Not in the sense of like, oh my god, bad writers or something like this, but not working as like I needed to be addressed. Okay, it's otherwise it's gonna bug me. Maybe just Kenny, but everybody else, they need to be like, really? You believed right away that this monster's that's gonna kill you and there is a talisman? Maybe she's gonna say something like, this Kenny, he's so cute, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, I don't know, like, we had the theory that there's going to be something romantic between her and Kenny. Hopefully not, because if Boyd is right, then she is what? 15, 16? Let's get to this. This girl's probably going to die here. Where monsters lies. Yeah, 16 years old. So yeah, that's gonna be very creepy if there's gonna be something between them. So hopefully not. Thank you for your question. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, so the trailer is basically episode. Every episode was meaningful. Every scene, almost every scene was meaningful. I had some that was kind of bugging me, like this scene. I honestly dislike when and from they're telling us something that we have seen. It's like we see the moment when Boyd is seeing how Smiley comes back, and then we have a scene how he talks about this. We were there and we saw how Smiley is back, and I'm like, cool. And then like Fatima is telling for the second, third time, oh, those monsters, they was promised to live forever. And they also tell this not fast like I am, they like stretch it for 5 minutes conversation, like, so I went there, like dramatically I understand this, but the deep diving part of me is like, let's move on, guys, we know this, let's move on forward. The poltergeist scene reminds me of the Interstellar. I don't think it's going to be somehow explained scientifically here. Maybe there's going to be some scientific basis for this. But it's probably, as I told you, I don't know, I don't see any other option than this poltergeist being Jim. Because if it's, once again, just some weird shit happens in Fromville, it's very boring for season 4, in my opinion. Like, come on, let's move on. If you present something new, it's supposed to be significant. Whatever this is, whatever the spirit is, it's supposed to be significant. Now, why is it coming to Tabitha, Julie, and Ethan? Logically, because it's Jim. Hello from California. Hello to you, sunny California. Ray, thank you so much. From now on, I'm only referring to the dean of my college as the big bad. Oh, I can imagine this. Man in Yellow clearly isn't human. That removes theories of Eden being a man in yellow, right? Pretty much, I think so. Like, once again, if, let's say, Ethan, he goes through this process, he becomes older, he becomes a story walker, he becomes the man in yellow, and he starts traveling somehow in this place, blah, 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 then what transferred him from being just a normal boy to this creepy creature that can change its form? So something did this to Ethan, right? This dark force that promised the immortality to the monsters. So whatever this dark force is, this is supposed to be the big bad, and we know that the man in yellow is big bad. So it doesn't work for me. I never loved the theory that Ethan is man in yellow. I think it's lazy writing. I think it would be stupid, and I'm really happy that it looks like it's not gonna be it. The man in yellow is the villain before the final boss. Now, there is also, of course, the man in yellow saying the same words that Eden said, like, you cannot change the story when it's told. So it sounds like her brother, like Julie's brother, like, this is the moment. There's no way to change the story once it's been told. Did anybody tell you? No, it kind of implies, like, didn't anybody tell you? Like, if I would be a little bit into acting too much, and like the man in yellow here is a very good actor, by the way, like he was pretending, oh my god, save my father, oh my father, I need to call my mom, somebody call my mom, please. But if I would be like this, and I would say to you something like a year ago, and then you would do the same, if I would be like, you know, a little bit poser, I would be like, didn't anybody tell you already you're not supposed to do this and that? So maybe, but then again, like the whole logic of Ethan becoming man in yellow doesn't work for me unless there is a bigger bad there. There is somebody even who controls the man in yellow. But it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look like it. Unless there's gonna be a big reveal. I don't know. Hopefully he's not gonna become, he's not Ethan. I really hope he's not Ethan. Yeah, Ethan was wearing yellow this episode too. I don't know, maybe. Anansi, yes, thank you so much. The story god in African mythology, Anansi, thank you so much. I'm just having blackouts. I couldn't remember Vin Diesel. Your theory was 100% right. Thank you so much. I've been right sometimes, I've been wrong many times, but I always say I don't care. Like, I'm here for the journey. Like, I today learned about a meteor shower in 1883 in Alabama, and I saw images, and I'm like, really, fucking really, this event happened in our history, and I have no clue about this. Now, if it's just a license plate and it doesn't mean anything, and I learned just a little bit about, the history of our Earth, then who gives a fuck? I mean, I got better from watching this TV show, which is amazing in my opinion. Seen theories online saying Sophia is going to hide the talismans. I remember reading online in season 3 about these theories too. How would be any theories about Sophia if Sophia is kind of a new character? Kind of bugs me. Maybe she's gonna hide the talismans. Maybe. I remember there were theories that the man in yellow is gonna go to the town and then hide the talismans. I remember seeing those theories when I know for a fact that the writers were still writing the script. But I've seen this interview with the actress who plays Julie, Hannah Cherami, and she said she read the script and it kind of feels like, John Griffin, he reads theories online. I don't know whether he uses them or he just likes to confirm them, but this moment is the one that bugs me the most, I think, because I didn't notice it at all, okay? And my subscribers told me that this, like, we have 5 here, which can be, if you can look at it like S, and we have 3 which can, if you put it in the other direction, can be E. So if you remove the XO, then it can read as Eloise. So stars fell on. I'm not gonna, already talk about this. You have seen my review. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it has any connection. But if they make this license plate in, it's not just random license plate, but they made it especially to put here Eloise. Let's say it's Eloise. How do I connect this pastor with his car to Eloise? Like, even if it is Eloise, like, which it kind of looks like it is, how do I create this chain of logical, connections between this and Eloise? I have no idea. I would love to pick up your brain here. If anybody has here any theory, no matter how crazy it is, but Eloise has been away from the world for 40 years. It's not like this pastor was looking for Eloise. Probably not. Let's face it. He is probably younger than her. And why would somebody in Alabama would look for Eloise, who used to live in Maine, which is, I'm not sure which state, but definitely not Alabama. So if anybody in the live stream have any idea, how is it maybe just a coincidence and we're seeing here something that it's not there? Or is it really Eloise and are they trolling us? Or they're really trying to hint us something about Eloise? So, okay, hey, Heather, much love, Fromily, much love, Igor, Fromily Theory, nice to see you. I think you are the one, by the way, who told me about the license plate. I think this is your comment, was there? We finally have a mole. Yeah, now I'm seeing theories, by the way, that Tilly was actually the man in yellow and he appeared after she died, which it's a bit hard for me to buy because man in yellow, he is in this place. Okay, if he would be able to leave this place, he wouldn't need to go and turn himself into Sophia and then hitchhike with the pastor. He would just go outside and, take a car and arrive to this place. That's it. Since looks like he is the one who turns on the trees and he can do whatever he wants in this place. He can put the people in the seizure state. He can put them out of it while they're being paralyzed. So I don't know. I don't know how to connect it to Eloise. No idea. There are people that ask me where is my when is my Russian video. It's rendering. I don't know why, but it takes a lot to render my Russian video. I will take this as a compliment. I'm not even angry. Like, usually I don't like when people come to my English stream to talk to me in Russian, or otherwise to my Russian stream to talk to me in English. It's like, even when I'm watching a TV show, I can watch anime on my Twitch channel, and then somebody will appear and like, why you're not watching from? And like, dude, just a little bit of respect. A little bit, a tiny bit of respect. But here I will take it as a compliment. People are hungry for my content in Russian, and like, I'm trying not to get too much and not to make my head to grow way too much, but it's really it's a nice compliment to see people like even going the extra mile to already. Where is the content? Believe me, I'm trying to do as fast as possible, but Premiere for some reason rendering hey, from Family Theory, Sophia, Man in Yellow, confuse us by taking about seizures. That's why we couldn't catch that twist in the end. And I also think that dead Jim's soul is in the kitchen, that is throwing this stuff. I completely agree. I was talking about this in the video. Okay. Don't fall for it, sweet Kenny. Please don't fall for it. I mean, how many times you can be tortured already, dude? We need something good for Kenny this season. Something, at least something good for Kenny. Hook up with Acosta. She's annoying as hell, but she's at least hot. So something good for you, please. So I have another donation, another super chat, $5 from downtown. The tree that the pastor ran into isn't the typical tree that people usually see, or at least the ones we've seen them. See, every tree is different. Like you can see here, this is the tree. So it's I can't say that the tree that Boyd sees, or with the tree that Tabitha sees in season 3, or the tree that the Matthews family all have seen in the beginning of season 1, have some similarities. This is the straight one. And look, it's, by the way, it's interesting. While I'm talking to you, it's actually very interesting. The tree is straight and the road is straight. Okay, so let's season 1 episode 1. No, jumped way too far. No, here the tree is also kind of straight. Yeah, also straight tree. This is not a catch, but the road is pretty much kind of have a lot of turns here. We don't see the road ahead. So when Boyd was seeing the tree, so it's also a straight tree, but a shorter one, way shorter. I wouldn't say it's exactly straight, but a little bit, very similar to the road that Matthew's family was driving. And season 3, episode 3, somewhere towards the end. Yeah, also straight tree. Okay. So it just feels longer. And the road, now I'm almost 100% convinced that this is CGI. Like, I think from this moment, if you see my mouse and on, they just basically, probably did some generative fill out, like in the Photoshop or something like this, and made it look like a long road. It feels like it doesn't feel real. But I would love for you, no need for another super chat, I would love for you to expand a little bit. Like, if you can tell me more Why do you think they're that different? Okay, so where was I? Remember when Julie said to Kenny that her dad moves stuff about when he gets nervous? Yeah! Wow! Dude, you're good. Yeah, when Kenny came back home and he realized that he doesn't need... I'm gonna steal this for another video. I'm sorry. I would love to have your blessing, but I'm definitely gonna make another video for this. Let me write this somewhere so I'm not gonna forget this. This is the moment when Kenny is basically realizing that he's gonna move to Colony House. Okay, so Julie's telling he cannot find something, and Julie's telling him that when her father is nervous, he starts to move things around. What a nice catch! Kenny, Jim, I'm writing myself, moving things around. Yes. Oh my God, I love you so much. Tilly was man in yellow. I said to you, I don't think so, because then why would she need this pastor? And Tilly, probably everybody in the bus would already tell us that after they have seen the tree, they suddenly have seen in the forest, Tilly standing there, oh, I want to bet on some horses. Can somebody pick me up? And the bus was like, yeah, sure, we're picking up hitchhikers, usually in the middle of the forest. Of course. So, no, it doesn't make sense to me that Tilly was the man in yellow. She's way too chill about everything, and everyone's too distracted to notice. There is something about Tilly. I don't know if it's just red herring or it's something that we're gonna discover, or maybe we're never gonna see Tilly again. But she having 4 children and 7 grandchildren, and then again in this episode we've seen Kenny is telling Boyd there are 47 people here. 47, and as soon as I heard this I was like, no, by the way, what do you think about 47? Like, they need to have 47 people in town, or when the man in yellow becomes the 47th person in this town, then bad shit starts to happen. Because when Kenny was counting them, there were 47, but now minus Jim, there are 46. And now they added 2 new people, and then, Sophia deleted another one. So now they are 47 again, and 47th person is Sophia. So this is very interesting to me. Clara is not the storm. Clara brings the story. Yeah, I'm still like, Clara is everywhere. She's here, she's there. Have you seen Ted Lasso? You remember the chant there? He's here, he's there, he's every fucking where. What's his face? Don't remember the name. But there was a good chant there for the soccer players. And this is exactly what I think about Clara, because, look, it's like we don't have any season without her. She's always somewhere on the background. She's like here. In this moment, where is she? Hey, hello, Clara again. What you gonna... Like, I'm honestly gonna be a little disappointed if Clara is just gonna stay Clara. That's it. I need something about Clara. I want her to be something in this place other than just, Clara. She's there on the background. No, I disagree with you on that. We've been complaining for 3 seasons now that no one communicates what happened within the show, and now finally they're communicating and you're complaining. I'm not complaining about them communicating. I'm complaining about them communicating for that much of a time. And also, we have Fatima there. Once again, doesn't really want to say exactly what she has seen. She's being angry at everybody. I'm happy that they're communicating. And as soon as they started to communicate at season 3, I started to ask them to stop communicate. You remember the conversation in the diner, which won, I think, 10 or 12 Darwin prizes for being the stupidest conversation in the history of stupid conversations. So yeah, communicate, but don't keep tell me everything that I have already seen and make another scene out of it. Okay? It's like when there's this communication, let's say when Jade and Tabitha are talking, and suddenly, I don't know, Jade is talking about the Civil War soldier, and Tabitha is like, oh, there is this drawing that Miranda did, or she remembers about her being this little girl. Like when this conversation, recap of something that happened before, actually brings us something new, it's a good writing. When it's just, once again, the same characters talking about something that we just seen in the episode, I think it doesn't add anything other than some dramatic value. So, yeah. I thought the poltergeist might have been Jim, but I don't think it is because the doors were opening up simultaneously at one point. Odd the doors with maybe a half-second delay. It doesn't mean that there's an invisible Jim there running around. He is probably new in the spiritual world and he's learning how to tap into it. So, you know, like whatever it was not really, you know, a human being running and opening doors. So, yeah. Also, Fatima, instead of telling what really happened, went to the shower. Half of the problem will be solved if they talk to each other. I don't think it will, honestly, because once again, I'm bringing you back to the conversation in Diner. They all, I think I already said this thing. Jim became really smart in the end of season 3. Like when he was talking to his wife and he realized that he cannot help her, he went to Jade and he told him, look, I don't think I can help her in this situation, but maybe you can. And he took him there and they were talking about the first law of thermodynamics, etc., etc., etc. So, you remember the end of Space Jam? The good one with Michael Jordan. So in the end, they like build the plan and... I'm having a blackout of names. Bill Murray there is saying, okay, we're going to make a plan and you pass here and you pass here. And then Michael is saying like, somebody grab the ball, pass it to me and I'm going to score. Instead of making those big conversations where everybody is talking, you all go to Jade and you tell him what you know. Let him figure out the rest. I think this is the best strategy for escaping this place. Oh, I cannot say, Lala here is saying is that, yeah, it's a problem with the series that it drags out the episode, but here it seems to me that every scene was important. I don't say that this scene, for example, this one was not important. This was a very important scene from a dramatical point of view. We are seeing Boyd breaking down. He's angry with everybody. He's losing it completely and he cannot show weakness. The only moment when he showed weakness is when he stayed one-on-one with his son. Okay? And suddenly he's saying like, not the usual, oh, you're not gonna tell me blah, blah, blah. He's saying, I cannot take it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I'm falling apart. And this has made him very, very alive. And this moment, I don't know about you, but it kind of brought me to tears. I was not crying my eyes out, but I felt emotional. This connection between father and son and him saying like this big weight that both of them carrying, losing their mother in that fucked up situation that I cannot even imagine. So yeah, like this is why this moment was important. But if we're looking from the lens of mystery solving, like this scene didn't add completely anything. And I'm not complaining. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% sure that the second, third, and fourth episode is gonna have even way less than that with answers. Like this episode was a blast. It gave us answers about them being trapped in a story. Like this is the story that repeats itself. All of our speculation that we kind of already knew, but we need confirmation. We got confirmation. We got confirmation about Sophia being the man in yellow. We got confirmation about man in yellow not being a human being. Like there was a lot of good things here. When I say things, I always, first of all, try to be honest. If I like something, I like something. If I dislike something, I dislike something. If I'm saying that I dislike something in this episode, it doesn't mean that I dislike the episode. It doesn't mean that I dislike the show. I'm just trying to be as objective as possible in this subjective matter. Okay, so there was some... super chat that I missed. $5, another super chat from downtown. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate this. It means really a lot for me. Thank you so much. I wonder if any of the other monsters have been sent on temporary vacation before, or was Smiley the first when he got the worms from Boyd? I think he was the first, because we have seen that Smiley was really surprised with what was happening to him. Let's open this moment together. This was season 2, episode 6. Yes, so look at this moment. He's smiling after his neck was cut. And then when he gets them, he's like, I like this game. And then look at him right now. He's like, oh, I'm gonna die. And look at the monsters. Look at them. They're all like, they're surprised by it. I mean, they're obviously monsters, so they're not gonna be like, oh my god, what happened to Smiley? But you can see on their faces that they were not expecting this. So I think that maybe Smiley was the first here. Okay. I need to scroll up in the chat where I was. Was there any crows? Even I don't think they even like put some crows. They just didn't show it to us already. You know there's gonna be crows. Hello from Portugal. Hello, Portugal. Do you all think that the man in the yellow jacket could have been anyone, or was this his first transformation? No, look, I've showed this in the review. This is the same suitcase that Tabitha was checking in the beginning of season 2. Like 100%. The same of the same. Like, there's no doubt about it. Let me find this moment. I just skipped way too much. Yeah. So this is the suitcase, and they're like 100% the same New York Fair 1964, the same stickers on the top. I compared them, so I'm not going to just go to this right now. It's a little bit difficult technically without Premier here helping me out. But in this suitcase, there was something that looked a lot like some kind of a wedding dress maybe. Like, look here, or a nightgown. Like probably women in the live chat will be able to help me more here. Like, and it's definitely not Sophia's clothes, right? So I think he had some idea. Like, I think he had transformations before that. I mean, he knew to transform into Sophia to this look, and he had those clothes. Probably something is there. I don't think this is his first transformation. I'm still curious about where all the town people are from United States. I'm still convinced that it's somehow connected to American history. We have the American torn flag there, so the town is connected to America already. We have American flag, United States flag. We have the Civil War soldier, which is part of American history. So I think it's rooted in there. Not a fan of reincarnation plot, way too generic. That was a great first episode though. Yeah, I'm 100% with you here. I don't like the reincarnation too. Not a fan of it at all. Okay, there's gotta be some tie into North American history. I agree. Bartender was man in yellow. Someone had to say it, lol. Maybe, once again, don't think so. I mean, we see that bartender is coming to Jade and he's helping him. 47 is the key. You know the symbol that Jade keeps seeing it reminds me of Lex. I wonder if what he's seeing is a creature, not so much a symbol, not the roots necessarily. Well, we kind of got already confirmation that this is roots. And this is the roots of the tree, the teleport tree. And since he's not seeing this symbol anymore, he's just seeing Christopher sometimes. I think we kind of covered this symbol already. I don't think we're actually going to get back to it too much. I'm wondering if Eloise is still there. How would that affect the number? Maybe just people in the game. If there is a game, by the way, so far I don't have any mentions about the game. I have a lot of mentions about the story. It's a very interesting, important story, as the man in yellow told us. But regarding Eloise, there are way too many hints that she is still there. For me, it kind of feels like the creators are keeping themselves like an option to bring her back. Like they're not 100% convinced that she's gonna come back. Like maybe she is, maybe she isn't. But if they're gonna need her to bring back, there's enough for like her body was not found. Like Victor saying, he never was able to find her body. We also know that Eloise was very good at hide and seek. So don't know. Don't really know. Or the producer watched Igor's videos and decided to mess with us. They probably watched some videos with Terran. I know like the whole tarot card scene was definitely not random. They know about the tarot card theory. They're probably impressed by it because it's a very impressive theory. And they decided to give it like some kind of a homage to it in season 3. This is my theory about this. I don't think that the creators know about my existence. It would be very flattering if they do, but I don't think so. Maybe that is exactly why he killed him, because even he said like, oh, I don't want you to miss this, but I need to do it. So like for the count, I don't think he is. I think he's pretending a lot. Like even here, I kind of hit exactly the moment that I wanted to show you. In this moment when he's talking to the pastor, he's like, what's happening to you isn't fair. He is pretending to be empathetic a lot. And I really doubt that this is sincere. There is some kind of devilish vibe here, like where a lot of devil being presented, they show him empathetic and he's talking to people and it's like, no, I'm so misunderstood. I was just rebellious against my father because blah, 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 blah. It has a lot of devilish vibe for me here in this situation. Her eye got damaged in season 1 too. In the beginning of season 2, Clara gets her eye damaged. If you're talking about Clara. But no Canadian. Something about USA history specifically. Yeah, North America without Canada. Yeah, there is something specifically about United States. Okay, hello Igor and everyone. I only finished the episode now. What did I miss? We just having a conversation. I hope you liked the episode. Nice to see you here as usual. Clara the Crow, spying eyes on the inside colony house. It would be interesting. The actress of Clara is one of the director's daughters. I read online as well, but I'm not really suspicious of her. Look, I was doing today the review in Russian, my video in Russian, by the way. Did it finish rendering? No, it didn't finish rendering. I even said it because nepotism is everywhere, but for my Russian audience, it's just a little more common. And I saw like, I don't understand what's going on with Clara. She's either related to somebody on that, or she is something. So yeah, it can be just explained by she's a daughter of somebody's daughter, and that's it. Hi, I'm from Brazil. I'm struggling to wait until May 7th for the dubbed version. I believe Julie may save Jim with Ethan's power, and this season might finally reveal a way out of the town. I don't know. Maybe it will reveal, maybe it's not, because season 5 is still there. So there's going to be another 10 hours, almost 10 hours of content. So they need to keep something for it. And probably, you know, if they're going to, all of them are going to escape in the end of season 4, it's not going to be very, it's going to be difficult for them to fill another season with content. Now, regarding being in Brazil, it looks like your English is pretty good. I'm never watching anything dubbed. unless it's really language I don't speak, but it looks like you do speak English, so watch it original. Always watch original if you can, because it's always better. No dubbed version. There's like 1 in a million situation when the dubbed version is better than the original. Notice how the drawings are similar, but there are differences. Each one you see now, that could be somebody's imagination, somebody off on what exactly they look like. What drawings are you talking about? There's a lot of them. We covered more than 100 of them. I think almost 200 drawings. Love meeting weekly. Janine, I love to see you here weekly. Clara could be like the man in yellow, but the old colonial lady that they cast for the season but haven't seen yet, like the MI man in yellow's partner. I don't know. It's gonna be disappointing if nothing's gonna be about Clara, honestly. I mean, like, it's like Smiley. He became Smiley because of us, like because of audience, and they've seen how we react to him. So they gave him even more screen time. So maybe they're gonna see us talking about Clara, and eventually we'll invent something for her. Sorry. The number 47, there's actually a club called the 47 Club. 47 is used in Star Trek. Yes, and somebody wrote to me in comments today that Donald Trump is 47th president, and this is why it's related. There can be a lot of relations to 47. I think that this story is being written by this place, and everybody who dies here, just like Nathan had a theory, contributes to this story being, developed, and Katri dying here, 47, 74, somehow added more of this number to this place. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait and see. I don't have enough yet to build any logical explanation here. I need to take off my headphones because we're not listening to anything, and it's kind of pushing my head already. Okay, so what else we hear? There's a number 47 cult. I don't know if it's a bad fault, but there's a group out there. No, I don't know. Once again, I don't think so. I don't want to see Deus Ex Machina at all. If there's going to be some kind of a cult outside of the town, there's basically, like Dharma Initiative in Lost, I need to get to know them in season 2 out of 6 seasons, or in season 3 out of 6 seasons. I don't need to get to know them in the end of the TV show. You need to connect the dots from the beginning towards the end, and not just add more new shit to explain something that you cannot explain. This is lazy writing, and we are looking for good writing, and I have a lot of hope for those writers and this TV show that there is a good writing there. Read on Reddit that Clara is in a lot of scenes because they don't want to pay more money for extras, so they just use Clara to save money, and she's just a side character and nothing else. Once again, maybe, probably, just like with the license plate, probably it's not connected to the meteor shower of 1883. Probably, most likely. But we are here not to talk about only the probable, most likely things, right? We are also here to do some speedballing and think about something crazy, because it's fun, even if it's wrong. Even if it's not gonna come true. What if Ethan is Man in Yellow in starting of a season 4 episode 1? Man in Yellow told Julia, yes, we talked about this already. Maybe not. I'm more leaning towards probably not, hopefully not. At least he's getting closer to Alice. This is about the conversation that Boyd was having with Alice in this moment. Yeah, like I also was saying this in my Russian review, that think about them in the beginning of season 1. He doesn't want to talk to his father, he doesn't want to see his father, and here he's comforting him and understanding him and how closer they are. And now they share this burden. He's not blaming his father for killing his mom, but they both share this burden. And I don't know, it's kind of sad. It's very sad, but simultaneously it's beautiful. I mean, this beautiful connection between father and son. Maybe I'm just a bit biased because I'm a new father. I have a son, and I react way more emotionally right now to those father and son scenes. Maybe it is, but anyway, it worked on me, so I don't give a shit. Only scene that didn't mean anything was Victor and his dad moving that bad. Yeah, but it was funny. It was. I mean, look, after what we have seen already with Victor. After 3 seasons, just look at his face here. I just want to find this moment. I was like a proud father. I just need to find it. Let me scroll. What I really like about QuickTime, it allows me to scroll in a very precise manner. So when I'm scrolling, I know I can scroll a little bit faster than I watch, but when I need to stop, I just stop and then I suddenly move like this, like slowly, slowly, slowly. I want to check everything out. Yeah, like just, I'm just gonna be scrolling. Look at Victor's face, especially when he's seen, this is for my father. We're gonna be roommates. Like that's. Look at him. I mean, he's so happy. He's not like smiling happy, but we can see like the gestures, the body language. Like he's excited about this. He's gonna be sharing the same room with his father. He's not alone in this place anymore. I was like almost tearing. I'm tearing a little bit while I'm talking about this moment. I mean, this poor guy, this poor boy in a grown-up dude's body, like finally have some happiness in his life. It's just a beautiful moment for me. That's it. They needed to place Victor and Henry on the map of Fromville so we will know where are they located. So suddenly it's not going to be surprised that they're sleeping together. Sounds a little bit bad for everybody who has a dirty mind. That they are sharing the room, they're roommates right now. And I don't know, this moment made me happy. I love seeing Victor happy. This is a very rare moment in Fromville. So yeah, I don't know why I'm putting headphones again, but whatever. That new girl's acting was fantastic. She's really good. Yeah, she is really good. Especially like, I need to call my mom. Please call my mom. I really need to talk to my mom. Yeah, very good moment. And I'm like thinking to myself, Man in Yellow, dude, where did you study acting? This is a very solid acting. Everybody believes you. I don't think he's complaining. I think this is an absolute valid use from YouTube channel. Oh, thank you so much. Well, we can complain. I don't think you have to either love the TV show and everything about it. And if you say something bad about this TV show, then you should be burning in hell, and we should all cast you into the fire or something like this. There are people that are a little bit cuckoo in the head, or on the other side is like, everything is bad about this. It's all gonna be bad. They're gonna make it so bad. Just a little bit of perspective. Where have you ever seen something that's completely bad or completely good in life? Most of the things have two sides. Like every coin has two sides. So, and luckily in From, the good side is way bigger than the bad side. Rewatch season 4 trailer earlier, and there are still some things we'll probably see episode 2. Next episode maybe discovering Jim's body. Probably. Yeah, I mean like 99.99% certainty. I would even go as far as saying 100% certainty we're gonna see them discovering Jim's body. We all read the synopsis. The town is trying to, get a hold of himself after a gruesome discovery. They wouldn't give a shit too much about Pastor being dead. So yeah, it's not the first dead person in this town. But Jim, and for Tabitha, Ethan, Julie, it's gonna be devastating. The way the main cast pulled the priest and Sophia from the wreck was deeply moving. It showed that despite their hopelessness, they still retained their humanity and worked together as a team. Well, yeah, I really like that Randall was there like to help them with the tools. Maybe he was a mechanic in his outside world. I don't know, like there were some characters that I needed more in this episode, but I understand you cannot give everybody enough time. I really wanted more Randall. I really wanted more Fatima explaining about what's going on with her. I really wanted more Henry and Victor, but I'm not worried. It's just one episode. We have 9 more left. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna get their moment. That's a great point. That could be him getting used to it. Maybe that's his practice run, or maybe let his wife and family know that he still actually exists. Perhaps. Good point, my friend. Thank you so much. It's you're referring to James doing, his poltergeist things. I mean, I can be wrong, but so far I don't see any other option. The other option, that being just another spooky thing in front of it, is just boring, and it's like I'm just gonna be disappointed. It seems the man in yellow has been doing this for a while now. Yeah. The suitcase was last seen in the tunnels when Victor and his dad went there. Yeah, so like, I don't know, like we have these locations, right? We have the Colony House cellar where Elgin discovered the Polaroid. It has this stone building, like this, the old style of building. We have the cellar where Fatima was held. We have Martin's chamber. We have the lighthouse. And what else we have? And we have the place where the man in yellow left his jacket and where he discovered the suitcase. Maybe all of these places are connected. I'm convinced they have some kind of a connection to caves. And I think the caves are connected also by the roots of the tree. Maybe the roots were the ones that created the caves, like all of those tunnels were created by the roots of the tree. Maybe, I don't know, once again, I'm spitballing here. This is completely fantasy, not based on anything. But maybe this is the situation. And there's also the magical connection. Like the teleport tree will send you there and there and there. And if you know, like you go to teleport tree, it will send you to the mountain if you're not really need to go anywhere in the story. Like I have this theory, I was talking about this in my big essay video, that since it's a story, then everything is a story tool. Like the music box is there to push the characters in the right direction of the story. And the teleport tree is also a tool. It's like skipping something. It's like in the Game of Thrones when they suddenly, were able to move through the whole land in just about a day or something like this, but not a bad one. Like if you read chapter 4, sometimes chapter 5 is the characters already in a different place, because there was no point to telling you about how he walked and then took a bus and then drove there. So maybe it's just a cut. The teleport tree is just some kind of a cut. It puts you right where you need to be in the story. Why Victor only says secrets on the basement under the tent, just like his drawing? Also, when Sarah got to kill the boy, it was probably Ethan that becomes the man in yellow, so it could be Julie Tell. I really hope that Ethan is not going to become the man in yellow. And since the man in yellow is the big bad, he is supposed to be at least somehow connected to the voices that were talking to Sarah. So why would he say to kill Ethan, which means to kill himself? Once again, I'm just against this theory. I really hope it's not gonna be right. I could see Smiley calling Fatima mother during season 4 and her might at some point. Can you imagine? Like in April 1st, I posted like spoilers in my chat, and I said like I'm the blogger that got first 6 episodes, so here are some spoilers. In episode 2 or something like this, we will see a night scene where Smiley is just gonna go around the Colony House and is gonna scream, "Mommy, I want some milk. Mommy, I'm hungry. Give me some milk." And some people actually believed, but most of the people realized, of course, this is April Fool's joke. But anyway, it would be funny if we were going around and screaming like, "Mom, Mom, Mom, Mama." I think they're not gonna go this way, unless they find a way to make it terrifying, which they usually do know how to make it terrifying. Igor, does it feel like the creators have started revealing the main mystery, or are they making it even more confusing? It kind of feels like they're starting to reveal more. Like nothing confused me way too much in this episode. Like I have some moments that are confusing, like the suitcase, but mostly I know they're not going to reveal at all, because we have season 5 where everything is going to be revealed. And of course, we're going to have still a lot of questions in the end of season 4, but it doesn't feel like they're trying to pile on more questions. Sorry. Yeah, sorry for that. Why don't you like the reincarnation aspect? I don't know, just a matter of taste. I cannot really explain it that much. It just feels a little bit way too used. Don't know. Like I was looking for something more original than that. And then being the reincarnation, blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna make it more interesting. But so far, I'm just not really fond of this plot line. This is a phase story fake can create pocket dimensions, grant wishes, make machinery operate without obvious resources, and change forms. And at what point are we gonna learn about phase? Once again, if season 5 is gonna start with a disclaimer. Dear viewers, if you want to understand our TV show correctly until the end, you should go and read about phase. Or we're gonna have an episode talking about phase. I don't know. It's hard for me to buy into this is phase, this is Scandinavian mythology, this is Anansi, or this is whatever. Like, everybody's talking about Fae. They watched this movie by Sharman Almaran's sister, where they had Faes, and the story is kind of similar to From. So, nah, I'm not buying it, sorry. Once again, if it's gonna be true, I'm probably gonna be disappointed. Could that's all I want From? Like, this is my humble opinion, whatever you will call it, my wish. Obviously, it's not something objective, but I want From to have its own lore. Okay? When I watch Lord of the Rings, I don't need to read about Faes to understand the Middle Earth. When I watch Star Wars, I don't need Scandinavian mythologies to understand how lightsaber and force works. So I want From to have its own mythology, to have its own lore. I think it's going to be way more satisfying than them being just, you know what, this is basically the crows of Odin. And it's American history, so it's all Vinland and Vikings arrived, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, my opinion. Perhaps, yes, I think Alice is live too. Drew on paper, I'm an idiot. I didn't realize the monsters were dressing themselves in dead residents' clothes till just now. You're not an idiot. A lot of people didn't realize this. They are taking clothes as a trophy. I'm not 100% convinced that they're taking dead people's clothes, but you do see this similarity. Like, there is a mechanic, and in gas station in the 70s, they were working as mechanics, the gas station workers. We have a nurse, and we have the hospital. We have the diner, and we have the dining lady, like the waitress lady. So there is some connection between the monsters and the town's building. Isn't that white dress Miranda's wedding dress? Henry recognized it when he was in tunnels with Victor. No, Henry was recognizing something else. This was season 3. It's either episode 5 or probably 6. Scar tissue. Let me see. Yeah, this is them in the caves. Like, today I was making a review and I was like, I need this scene with Jade playing violin for Victor. And I'm like, what episode is it? I don't know, 4, 5, 6, probably 5. I open the episode and I think it's somewhere in the middle, and I click in the middle and it shows me exactly the moment. And this is already telling me that I have seen this TV show way too many times. Like, way too many times. So, like, this is the moment, and he discovers something colorful. Yeah. Let's see. Henry. Yeah, you see, this is not the white gun. There is something colorful. He grabs it, and he's like, this is your mother's. What is it doing here? Like, you can. So this is something else. And you can see the mechanic here, and lady, blah, 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 whatever. So, yeah. Let me get back to the episode that we discuss. Let's put some Tabitha walking. The Sophia Lois theories went shit. Yeah, went good. I think the chessboard is just a game with 2 sides and many players. Maybe, I don't know. Game theory is Terence theory. And I often say that I think that Terence theories are amazing, but they're way too complicated for the TV show. Like, there's gonna be, if they're actually gonna reveal that this is somehow it's Terence theory, like a 100% this, there's gonna be like 1-2% of the audience that's actually gonna understand it. You realize that family is not most of the people who are watching this TV show. Millions of people watch this TV show, and there's a lot of people in family, but the crazies are we are not the biggest percent of it. So they need to think about the audience, and explaining Terran's theory, it's gonna make you're gonna have to make 4 or 5 hours video explanation. Notice the old looking clothes. Maybe he can only transform into people who were already there once. Okay. I swear Sophia said we went around the tree or something. I could be wrong. Is that a big question we have had for a while? What if you go around the tree and not back? No, she didn't say anything. She said that we got stomped by the tree or something like this. We have seen, until we have seen the tree. She was talking to Tabitha. Let me find this moment. No, just, yeah, hi. Sophia, right? Yeah. Was you that did know he was there was a tree on the road. That's it. That's all she said. And we were trying to find a way around it. Like everybody's trying to find a way around it, not go the tree. She's not saying like we were trying to find a way around it. She's saying to try to find a way, get back to the highway or something like this. This is how I understand it, at least. No, From didn't win politic with 47 Trump thing. It's definitely coincidence. Season 1 was way before the second term. So, definitely not. And season 2 too. Like Lee here is saying, I was saying this as a joke. Obviously, it's not a connection. Like, I think somebody was saying to me, like, you were telling me, like, about the colors, yellow and blue appearing a lot of times in the TV show. And a couple of years ago, I remember somebody sent me a video, like a friend of mine, she's also a YouTuber in Russian, and she told me, like, have you seen this video? It's like, it explains a lot. And I'm like, you know what else? The reason why they put a lot of yellow and blue is that because there's a war in Ukraine and they support Ukraine. And this is how they show their support. And she was like, oh my God, really? And I'm like, of course not. I'm kidding you. Why would that be even like a part of the TV show? Of course not. So like if you want, you can make a lot of things reasonable, sort of, but it's definitely not political. It can be political from, I don't know, some aspects, but TV show is not going to be political at all. Like it's not going to be about whatever. Yeah, obviously it's a coincidence. The show, The Institute, may be connected to From somehow. Once again, no. It just doesn't work like this. This is not Marvel Cinematic Universe. You cannot send people watch a different TV show to understand your show. Unless it's the same cinematic universe, which is not. Okay? So it's just same company, same director. So this is why we have similar actors. That's all. There can be homages, there can be hints, there can be something similar, like the man in yellow and Jacob, boy in white in Lost, and the black the island. And it can be similarities, but every TV show have to be self-sustainable. You should be able to watch it from the beginning to the end and understand everything. You're probably right. From was never about Pelikav and love it. What you think about the possibility that was actually men in yellow? I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna answer everything. I'm trying to filter a little bit something that we already talked about. In relax, Henry was happy too. Do you reckon there's another insider, a good person who is really bad, someone like Donna? No, I don't think so. Like I had this theory about Donna because everybody has this story, them being filled with hope before they arrived, and Donna was just driving with her sister from hunt or something like this. There's no hope. They were not on the journey of some sort for the change or something like this in their life. Like everybody was hoping for a change in their life. Matthew's family was hoping for a change after the loss of a child. Kenny was hoping for his father to feel better. Bhakta was hoping to get a better job. Now she finished studies. Jade was in a lot of hope after selling his company. Christy was in a lot of hope before the wedding, the change in life. Everybody has this story, but Donna. So I had my suspicions about Donna, but after 3 seasons, and her being, remember how she broke in episode 4, season 3, and Boyd was there to comfort her. I don't think she is somehow there as an inside person. Yeah, I wonder the relationship of boy in white and man in yellow. It looks like it's supposed to be, right? They're both have these names like boy in white, man in yellow. There is a theory that boy in white and man in yellow are the same person, and there's something that happened to him. I don't know. I still think they are 2 different entities. We're probably gonna see more of him, but they kind of boy in white. The actor who's playing boy in white is probably going to college already. And he has a beard, and he has a voice. I'm a boy in white. Where's my smokes? So we're probably not gonna see him way too many times, unless they're gonna recast. They said only major things will be revealed. No, they didn't say. They said we're going to get all of the answers. And I don't remember them saying about they wanted 6 seasons. Pretty much they talked about 5 seasons all the time, as far as I have seen. What do you think about Jade and Tabitha? Do you think they'll be on opposite sides or end up working together based on the first episode? I don't think they're going to end on opposite sides. I think they're going to be working together. I don't think we're going to have a very good happy ending for Fromville, but there's going to be some kind of an ending which can be considered happy for some characters. And it's not going to be possible without Jade and Tabitha working together. From has borrowed elements from folklore for sure. Now I can see, as I told you, African, Scandinavian mythology. We can see American history there. So maybe there is even something else. Maybe there is something Fae there, like Irish mythology. Maybe. But okay, let me just have a little something I need to do. Let me put for my poor Russian audience, which is basically waiting for the video. It finally finished rendering, so I want to put it on the upload. So while we talk, at least it's gonna upload. Where is it? Yes, 48 minutes, 51 seconds. I was not really okay. Okay. 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. So let's add some text. Do I have... Oh, I got a new... I still look like Like, not me. I'm not built like that. So probably better for me to look like me, right? Yeah. So let's put the image here. Yes. Loading. What is going on today? It's rendering too long. It's uploading too long. Okay, I'm with you again. Sorry, everybody. I had to do this. Let's get back to us. Yeah, man, Sheriff really losing it counting bullets. Yes, well, he. Wait, I want to actually show you something. I was thinking about putting this in the beginning of the episode, but then I kind of changed my mind because it's going to be way longer. I want to put something like this. I want to maybe make a video about Boyd's journey from this moment until he is being breaking, like a clip sort. It doesn't have any sound for some reason. Well, sometimes my headphones are not transmitting sound from Premiere. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But what do you think about this? Would you like to see this or not? Like making a video about clip-like video, maybe even without the conversation, just like a mashup of the moments of Boyd first of all saying you're not gonna break me, and then how they are breaking him. Like, I don't know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes video, probably short one. Let me know in the comments. Henry recognizes Miranda's scarf or sweater. Yes. It's like they're in hell. No, they're not in hell, not in purgatory, but they are in some kind of a spiritual world. Trump is orange man, not yellow man. Yeah. Okay. I think it's John Griffin, the writer, who has everything figured out already, apparently. He has everything figured out, sort of. Like the way they presented it, they have a beginning figure out, they have some points that they have to character have to visit, and they know the ending. But how do they get there? Like, this is something that can be changed. Like, regarding spiders, this is my biggest pet peeve. Like, I need explanation about spiders. What's with the spider web? Season 1. An explanation. I don't care which it is, but you have to explain it to me. Don't forget to like this. Let's support Igor. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate. We have 80 likes, 160 people. So half of you still didn't like the live stream. It's not very difficult. Go and hit that like button. Usually the likes, they're more of just, like an ego boost for people. But during live streams, it actually works. When YouTube sees, the algorithm seeing that people love the live stream, they increase the range and they present this video. They offer this video to more people, so more people get engaged with the channel. And if you help me out here, I appreciate it a lot. And of course, everybody who donates through Super Chat, this is absolutely amazing. I kind of always tell the same thing. Like, I used to be sort of an actor. Like, I studied this a little bit theater, just a couple of advertisements, not that much. I'm not going to call myself an actor, obviously. But I did perform a little bit on stage. So like there are different levels of applause. So and you're not gonna get applause on YouTube, right? But somebody likes your video, it feels like this. It feels like somebody comments, it feels like somebody subscribes and hit that bell button, it feels like whoa. Somebody donates, it feels like standing ovation. And I had this moment, like I remember, like I had this. Sorry, it's a little bit off topic. Forgive me. I know you're here for, but from just a little bit off topic. We had this like a theater's presentation. How is a spectacle? I don't know how it's called in English. I forgot. Like a play. Yeah, remember play of Moliere's poems. And there's one moment there that one of the heroes, he's supposed to try to slap me, and he's a tall dude, and I duck under his slap, and between his legs I crawl, and he slaps somebody who was standing behind me. Now, when we were, rehearsing this scene, at one point I suggested to the director, let's make this scene in slow motion. So when already the live event happened, during this moment when we made this slow motion, like you plan for moments to be with applause and laughter, and this is like especially like the scene ended, everybody applauses. It's a generally applause, but in this moment, when we were making the slow motion, we made it so good, everybody was laughing, everybody was clapping. I still remember this. This is like 7 or 8 years ago, I think. 7 years ago. I just started to date my wife. I still remember this moment. This is how it feels when you make the donation. Now it feels like I'm begging for donations. Please don't. It's a pretty hard situation for everybody right now economically. It doesn't really matter where you are in the world. So only if you want, okay? But it just for you to realize that you're not just donating money. This is how you make me feel when it happens. Okay, it's not like me thinking, oh yes, $5, I'm gonna go buy something with the $5. It's more or less just, oh my God, somebody appreciates me so much that they're willing to donate this. So this is it. This is what I wanted to tell you. What theory you said was so difficult? Tenet theory? No, I'm not familiar with Tenet theory. There is a guy that you should all be familiar with. His name is Terence Mataro. And he's a writer from United Kingdom, and he has a very interesting, I think, I didn't read them, but since I read his and I talked to him about his from theories and the way they are meticulous and the way they are really precise and honestly going completely beyond whatever is going to be shown to us in From, I assume that everything he does is in the same level. So if you are looking into going into some crazy iceberg theories, where everything you see on the TV show is just the tip of the tip of the tip of the iceberg, you should get familiar with Terence Mataro. Check his YouTube channel. He would definitely appreciate your support. So we have a conversation here about Jade. I see it, miss, and maybe the chat moved. I think Jade and Tabitha would work together at some point, maybe even become a couple. I really hope not. I don't see Jade with Tabitha at all. Yeah, but Toby would have seen the tree. Maybe that's why they wanted Toby dead. He didn't see the tree. I don't think it's even relevant at this point. Yeah, it looks like... No, Jade was talking about the tree. I mean, he was stoned as hell, but he was talking about the tree. He was saying it to Bhakta, if you remember. They had a conversation in season 2. Like, he was saying to her, like, don't beat yourself too hard. If you have seen the tree, there's nothing you could have done already. Like, she was saying, this guy, this Elgin guy, he was begging me to turn around, and I didn't listen to him. And Jade says, this is after or before you have seen the tree. Like, if there was a moment when Jade would be like, I never seen the tree, we would probably know about this already. No, they definitely saw the tree. Once again, it's not they never got to see the tree because of the collision. They are in this place, so they have seen the tree. If they would not see the tree, Jade would be talking about this. Somebody like Jade would not be disregarding this crucial detail. Everybody sees the tree and he didn't see the tree. We would have heard something from Jade about this topic, like no question about it. They have seen the tree 100%. It's not mostly everyone sees the tree, everybody sees the tree. I think it's a story. We don't think anymore. It's a story. It's been confirmed this episode. You should all watch my videos about it. So yeah. Henry didn't see tree either, did he? But he was there in the car. Like, you don't need to see physically the tree if you are in the car that was stopped by a tree. Even if you go la 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 la, not looking, not listening, you're still in Fromville. The tree is not gonna be like, look at me. I mean, look at me. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. It just doesn't work like this. If you're in a car and your car is blocked by a tree, even if you sleep, if you're out of it, if you're not looking, if you are in a coma, whatever, you are gonna get to Fromville. You don't have to look at it. Actually, I actually think it's kind of obvious. It sounds like a cool video idea, what you said about boy compilation, but be careful not to make it too long so you won't get copyrighted. Yeah, I like that. I'm probably gonna do something like this. I am thinking about, like, there is this urge to make longer videos in YouTube because, once again, monetization, and if it's a short video, most likely, like, I have a video in my Russian channel with 600,000 views, and it's like $100 because the video is like 2.5 minutes. But then again, I cannot make all of the videos always thinking about the effort, whatever, like how much money or something like this. Like, I want to make some videos for fun too. And this video sounds like fun. So probably gonna make this one too. The spiderweb, music box, ballerina, and reincarnation seemed out of place. Yeah, ballerina feels a little bit like, where is she coming from? I don't know. Them victimizing Sophia in the trailer, diabolical. Yeah, they showed her like, the shy body language is like, oh, I'm so sad. But we always had a bit feeling about her. Like, it's never a good thing in this place to put a dogmatic religious person. I mean, think about the TV show with the vampires in the island. I forgot its name. Midnight Mass. You remember? So, yeah. Oh! Did everybody miss that we have Douglas Hughes in the live chat? I don't know why he has 3793, because we have only one Douglas Hughes in live chat, but Douglas is always writing to me in Russian, so I assume this is him. We have the man in yellow in live chat. Douglas, if you're still here, we're really happy to see you. And as I told you, if it's really you, because it's kind of weird for me to see the 3793 in the end, but if it's really you, because you always write to me in Russian, I told you this after the trailer, and I'm going to tell this to you after episode 1. You are stealing the show every scene. Every freaking scene. The way you move, the way you talk, like you are the best antagonist, the best big bad that we could ever ask for. I'm very satisfied with Sophia. I really like her a lot, but I was also a little bit bummed that looks like we're not gonna see you more now. Hopefully, maybe in a flashback of some sort. But like every scene with you is always like the biggest fun for me in the episode. Oh, looks like I'm correct. Like there is something about me when I see like a lot of numbers after a famous name, I'm a little bit suspicious. But Douglas, once again, you are freaking amazing. I don't want to like overstep my boundaries too much, but just one of the greatest villains I have ever seen in the TV show. I know we're gonna get Sophia now, and she's also very good, but I'm holding my fists and fingers that we're gonna see more of you. Like everything that you do has so much presence. You know, you're not just acting, you have a lot of presence on screen. And also you're a freaking awesome human being. And I don't know what's going on right now in live chat. We have Douglas Hughes in live chat with us. Everybody should be right now, right? Go, Douglas Hughes is here with us. No, not Sinners. I actually kind of like Sinners. I really like the first ending of Sinners. It was very emotional to me. But I kind of dislike the after the credit ending. I really didn't want, I don't want to spoil, but like probably most of us already seen this movie. They should, remember, they should, Bruno here is right, they should have blown up the tunnel's entrance. It would prevent the monsters from getting out. They probably don't have dynamite, but season 3, Kenny is, preparing to go there and burn those motherfuckers. And I was like, yeah, let's go, some action. And then again, it ended with a very emotional moment, satisfying moment, like when Kenny was crying that his mother, her last words were, take care of him. So obviously he's not going to go there in a suicide mission. Yeah, but then again, like there is something needs to be done more than just Boyd going on a suicide mission again, like going outside with a pocket knife against 5 monsters and luckily surviving, having odds of survival, I don't know, 2%. Like with Will Tabitha and Jade now remember the town monster before the kid killing, I don't know, like the cowboy monsters. Hey, Cowboy Gary. Hello from Georgia, neighbor. You should have do live meeting and discussion. I most definitely would have come. If I would do a live meeting in Georgia, probably you would have come and nobody else. And right now I'm in this period of my life when there is time for work, time for my family, and time to sleep. That's it. This is what I have right now. Nothing else comes there. Yeah, you should tell everybody. I don't know if I'm special or Douglas visiting live chats, but you should tell the world that today on Geek Academy live stream, we had Douglas E. Hughes with us, the man in yellow himself. Like every day, every time that I'm finishing my live stream, I'm going back to my family and my wife asks me, how was the live stream? And I'm telling her, it was pretty weak. There were not many people, or it was a good one. There was good action in the live comment section, blah, blah, blah. And today I would be like, the man in the yellow was in the live chat. He was talking with everybody. Yeah, it was a blast. Doc, please go back and put that suit on. I have this, like, as you said this, I have this hope. Like I used to visit like Geek Kongs in Germany. I just hope there's gonna be some kind of a Comic-Con event for Fromily, and I'm gonna be able to take a picture with Douglas A. Hughes in the suit of Man in Yellow. No, Douglas Hughes definitely not passed away. He is alive and kicking and well, and he is playing the Man in Yellow. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. From would be great for spin-offs or YouTube miniseries like The Walking Dead did. Yeah, but you know what needs to happen for this? It needs to have its own lore and its own mythology. Then it can expand. But if it's gonna be like, we are Scandinavian gods or we are all fae, then nobody's gonna give a fuck about this. That is my favorite Puck. Doug will hear that for the rest of his life. Yeah, if Doug is ever gonna be on Comic-Con and making pictures, everybody who's gonna come to him is gonna be like, what comes next is my favorite part. We are totally fangirling right now, fangirling too. I'm fangirling too here. Okay, we've been talking for almost 2 hours, and I actually caught up with the live chat. So, Igor, we love you. You too, Douglas E. Hughes, coming soon, the prequel to From. I don't want prequels. Don't get me wrong. If they're gonna make prequel, I'm gonna take a prequel. But if I would have a choice, no prequel, original story, something that connects to From in some shape or form, but not a prequel, please, not a prequel. No, just no prequels. I don't like prequels. They can be good, yes. I love Star Wars prequels. I know not many people do, but I love Star Wars prequels. But just something about prequels that they will never be as compelling and as thrilling as an original story when you don't know what's going to happen. And prequel, you kind of know. You know exactly what's going to happen. Dude, you're awesome. Thanks for doing this video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody. I'm going to be making more videos about From. I told everybody already, like today, I was working like my wife didn't see me, barely saw me today. And this period, those 10 weeks are going to be very From heavy from my part, especially Sundays. Now, Monday, already Tuesday, I'm not going to be, working from the morning until the evening because I'm going to be burned out after a week or two. So we'll definitely spend more time with my family tomorrow, but still, hopefully planning to release a video every day and live streams every Sunday. We were doing this before From started to air, and now we have 170, 180 people watching. I'm getting some super chats, which is motivating enough to do more of those. And yeah, so I would say to you, stay tuned, but you don't need to stay tuned that much because very soon more From content. And now it's almost 1 a.m. My son woke up today in the morning, had a good nap, woke up at 1 p.m. We were really hoping that he's gonna go to sleep at 9 p.m. And he went to sleep at 8:30 p.m. But after an hour and a half, he decided another nap. Let's go for a nighttime party. So right now I'm gonna check how my wife is doing. Maybe he got tired again, so I'm gonna rock him to sleep. And anyway, thanks everybody. Thank you everybody for being here. I enjoyed this live chat a lot. Probably tomorrow there's gonna be some kind of a mini trailer for the next episode on Amazon website. They sometime release more pictures. They did it for season 3. Hopefully they're gonna do this for season 4. If it's gonna be released, this is gonna take priority. If not, expect some short videos about some theories. Anyway, everybody have a good day, good night, good morning. I'm just a bit tired already, so I need to rest. Almost 2 hours live stream, me talking nonstop. Uh, Douglas, you should definitely join my Discord. We don't have that many people yet here there, and I know a lot of people that are gonna swoon and fangirl and fanboy about you being there.